School. I'm your science teacher. We are learning chapter 8 motion. Now, as what I told you on that day also, okay, you have to put a little effort, extra effort to understand the part because this is the first time you are learning it. Let me reframe a little for you guys. Now, before we start, we are going to continue with our three topics: speed, velocity and rate of change of velocity. Now we already learned what is speed and velocity, but let me brief you more a little on it. What exactly it mean, speed, velocity, right? Now I told you we learned uniform motion, non-uniform motion, then we were learning what is speed, right? Speed is what I said, it is the distance covered upon time taken. Let me write and show you for you. See, now if you talk about speed, right? So how do you define speed? Speed is the ratio of distance travel upon time taken. Now, distance travel upon time taken. Now, what does that mean? Distance traveled upon time taken. This is what we are talking about speed. Speed is equal to distance traveled upon time taken. Right? Suppose, see, whenever we travel in our real life, we always travel in a non-uniform motion. You already know that what is non-uniform motion. You are not covering equal distance in equal interval of time. For example, you started your from Navsari, you started your journey, right, till Surat. If you see till Surat, let's say this is 40 kilometer, till Surat, are you going to go with one speed? That is not possible, right? Because on highway, definitely there will be no bump the speed breakers and all, but still you overtake to one vehicle, you go little slow, then you increase your speed, then you decrease your speed, this will go. But normally when you say what is your speed, now let's say you are going ahead till more and you are going again to some 60 kilometer, right, and you reach Baroda. So let's say in total you have covered 100 kilometer, right? So now my question to you, what is your speed? So we always say average speed. We always say average speed. We don't say one speed, right? We just say, okay, I drive at 60 to 70 kilometer per hour, right? So how does that define? That's what they say. Let's say you travel 100 kilometer, right? And you have covered 2 hours, right? Or 2 hours. So what is your average speed? You say 50 kilometer per hour. So that is how you define speed in this sense. So speed is what we say, distance travel upon time taken. So normal we talk speed is in this sense, but if you talk, right, if you are traveling with a multiple of speed, so you say average speed, right? You say average speed. So in average speed what we do, we add all distance. So it is total distance travel right, total distance travel upon time taken. So that is how you mention speed and average speed. But as what I said, there is one more concept we are looking called velocity, right? But let me just frame one more thing here. Now what is a unit? So we normally speak unit as SI unit, right? We normally speak. Now what is SI? We normally say unit means SI unit. SI. What is SI? SI is System International. Now what is this? System International. The full form of SI is System International. Now what does that mean? System International. System International means, see, earlier we used to measure things with our hands, then some scale comes into existence, like we measured in kilogram, in abroad they measured in pound, and so everybody use, even the local languages have some different things. So all these things, if you talk about, people don't understand when you go abroad, or when people travel to come here and they ask, they don't understand. So at that time they said, we will fix one thing, we will make one system over all the places. We will make one system over all the places, and that's where they have started called System International, right? So this is how they started called System International. Okay, so System International came into existence like this. Clear? What did I say? So this is what I was telling you, that System International means this thing. Now here, we normally, when we talk about SI unit, we take three quantities, right? M, K, S. Now what is M? M stands for meter, kilogram and second. Now what does that mean? Whenever you try to measure any length, you measure in, meter. Yes. Whenever you try to measure any weight, you measure in kilogram. Exactly. And whenever you try to measure any time, you measure in second. So that was my whole point, right? That was my whole point, that how does this thing matter? Okay. So whenever you try to measure this, it is in meter, that was in kilogram, and that was in second. Clear, everyone? I hope you understood what I am trying to say. Meter, kilogram, second. Okay. Now, meter, kilogram, second. Okay. Now let me continue ahead and go. What I am trying to tell you is, here if you talk about speed, so what is the unit of distance? Yes, come on. Meter, very good. What is the unit of time? Second, correct. So what is the SI unit of speed? The SI unit of speed is meter per second. The SI unit of speed is meter per second. Okay. So that is how we got MKS. That is how we got MKS, meter, kilogram, second. Perfect. I hope you all are getting what I am trying to tell you, right? So this how we can put in the things, MKS, meter, kilogram, second. Okay. Now let us continue ahead. Let's see what next. So what is the unit of speed, as what I say? MKS, meter, kilogram, second. Right? Let's continue. Let's go. Let's see what next, what they are going to tell you. Okay. Now, let me erase. Now we are talking about velocity. Now velocity is what I say, displacement upon time taken. Displacement upon time taken. See, there was a small difference between both distance and displacement, right? There is a small difference between both distance and displacement, right? So displacement upon time taken. Now displacement is only one, okay? It don't have a total displacement, right? So that is a small difference, right? Velocity is this, speed is distance upon time taken, and velocity is displacement upon time taken. Okay. So that is what you have to understand properly. Okay. Now let's continue ahead and let's see what next what they are going to tell you. This velocity, displacement upon time taken. Now again the same unit, meter per second. What is the same unit? Meter per second. Okay. So that's what my whole point is. Velocity, displacement upon time taken, and speed, distance upon time taken, and the unit for both is meter per second, right? So that was I was talking yesterday. So what is speed and difference between speed and velocity? So it is very simple. First thing, this is as what I said, you can write down the formula here. What is that formula? That speed is distance upon time taken. Yes, distance upon time. and velocity is displacement upon time. Okay, velocity is displacement upon time. Then this is a scalar quantity. Now you remember what is a scalar quantity, and this is a vector quantity. Now I'll tell you what is scalar and vector. Scalar means what? Scalar means what? The quantity, scalar, again I am telling you, scalar is what? The quantity, right, I am talking, which requires only magnitude, right, only magnitude. Now what is magnitude? Magnitude means what? If you say, let's say you have I ask you what is your weight, you say 30 kg, 40 kg, 60 kg, whatever. So when you say weight, you only define value. Magnitude means only value. You do not say direction, right? So when you only say value, this is called scalar quantities, right? When you say time, so it's a 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever. So whenever you say value, it is a scalar quantity. But whenever you have to define direction, for example, somebody asks you to push a car. So they always mention from which direction you have to push. Okay. So understand this small thing. Whenever people tell you, you always mention that from which direction they have to push. So that's what we say scalar quantities. And here when you say you have magnitude and direction both, we call it as a vector quantity. Exactly. So scalar and vector, do you understand what is the difference between both of them? Scalar quantities requires only magnitude, vector quantities requires magnitude as well as direction. So here we require magnitude as well as direction, so it is a scalar vector quantity. Okay, so let's see. So the second thing, it is a scalar and it is a vector quantity, right? So difference is quite easy if you understand. Now let's see the last part of what I was talking is rate of change of velocity. Okay. Now what is the rate of change of velocity? So when you say rate of change of velocity means your velocity is changing with respect to time. So rate of change of velocity is change in velocity upon time taken. Okay, so it means your velocity is changing with respect to time. Okay, your velocity is changing with respect to time. Clear? So that is what I was talking, that what is when your velocity is changing with respect to time, you call it as rate of change, but they have defined this as acceleration. So what is acceleration, right? So what is acceleration? It is the ratio of rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Exactly, it is the ratio of rate of change of velocity with respect to time. So that was I was talking to you, that acceleration is change in velocity upon time taken. Now you remember when you drive a bike, so you use the word give accelerator, right? You use such words. Now what does that mean, give accelerator or something? So when you say give accelerator or this thing, it means that you are accelerating. When you give accelerator, your speed of bike or car increases. The speed of bike or car increases, right? You remember, your speed of your bike or a car increases. So that's what they say, change in velocity with respect to time. But whenever suppose you are going at 50 km/h speed and you apply brake, still your velocity is changing with respect to time, right? So that's what we were saying, change in velocity, right? Change in velocity with respect to time, we call it as acceleration. Yes. Now, what is the unit of acceleration? Okay. So, we all just learned what is the unit of velocity, meter per second, upon time taken. Time unit is what? Second. Yes, exactly, time unit is second. So, what is the unit of acceleration? Meter per second square. Yes. So, what is the SI unit of acceleration? Meter per second square. Clear, everyone? I hope you are getting what I am trying to say. Acceleration, change in velocity upon time taken. Acceleration is change in velocity upon time taken. Okay. So, this is how we are learning rate of change of velocity. Change in velocity upon time taken, the unit is meter per second square. The unit is meter per second square. Okay, I hope you are getting what I am trying to say. Right? So, rate of change of velocity is this. So, see, whenever you when you accelerate, your speed increases. When you apply brake, your speed decreases. But in both the cases, you say, what? In both the cases, what we say is, it is changing with respect to time, and that's what we call it as acceleration. Okay, right? So I hope you are getting. I'll give you more example tomorrow. Till then, bye. Take care. See you tomorrow.